good evening and welcome to the Shriram Capital TNPL match number 24 coming up live from the MH Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Nellai Royal Kings take on the SKM Salem Spartans. SKM Salem Spartans looking for their first win. Nellai Royal Kings looking to get to 8 points. The toss happened a little while ago with Suhas Vedam and the two captains. A coin came down in favor of the SKM Salem Spartans, and they elected to bat first. A couple of changes in their ranks. Harish Kumar comes back after his injury. Rahul Dev plays his first game of the season, and Ayyappan comes in. So 3 changes for the SKM Salem Spartans as they decide to bat first. Hari Nishant, S. Abhishek, R. Vivek, Bhupati Vaishnav Kumar, who found some good form. Karthik Manikandan, the all-rounder. Ishwar has shown that aggression as the wicketkeeper batter in the ranks. Ajit Ram, a handy left-arm spinner who can bowl in the power play or at any stage in the game. And in the Nellai Royal Kings, a settled side. Santosh Kumar, a little short on runs. S.R. Atish, plenty of promise. Ajitesh, Mukilesh, Ritik Ishwaran. That is a gun middle order. Sonu Yadav, he's led his side well. Adnan Khan, NSRE, Sachin Rathi. Yudhishwaran, who had a brilliant spell in the previous game, and Emmanuel Cherian. They will be bowling first. That is what they wanted, as Sonu Yadav mentioned at the toss.
But here's a team in trouble. 5 matches played, 5 matches lost. Yet, typically, they can be spoilers. And the Nellai Royal Kings, the last thing they would want is this match spoilt. Because if they win, you were reading the table out a little earlier, they'll also move to 8. Remember, Nellai and SKM Salem Spartans have a match in hand. This is the last of the 6th round of matches, and if they win today, they also get to 8.
Emmanuel Cherian with a dot to start. Hari Nishant, we've seen glimpses. And that's just it. You talk about it and it happens, Charu Chandra Sharma.
Should go buy a lottery ticket. But that not only crashed through the gate, it was a superb Yorker. And that could have taken the leg stump of any batsman. What a delivery by Cherian. There we go. We knew he'd bring the ball in quite prodigiously. And look at that wide gate. Abhishek, no, you can't leave so much space in there. The bat nowhere near the ball. Outside off stump. And Cherian is delighted. A wicket in the very first over. Salem Spartans, their not so memorable journey continues. Abhishek gone first ball. 1 for 1.
Beautifully timed. Gets a good hand on it to slow it down. But the ball still gets to the boundary. Safe and secure, like Shriram's fixed deposits. This time stands his ground and takes it straight down. Brilliant hit, good timing. Timing, placement, and power. That's Gillette. 3-in-1 batting. Clipped away into space. Couple of bounces and into the fence. What a shot, quick like a Shriram instant goal loan.
Thank you so much. And as we get to the com box, we've got a warm welcome from Vivek. It's over the ropes. But I'll tell you, misses it completely. Ritik Ishwaran. Extra bounce was a well bowled delivery from the bowler Sachin Rathi. Ritik Ishwaran, in fact, it's off the bat. As we speak, this is put away nicely into the MCC, the Madras Cricket Club. Good use of the feet, getting closer to the ball. This is what we were speaking of. Relies a lot on spin. Downtown. Doesn't get the distance, but still will take that. A 4 finally from Vivek's bat.
At last a 4 off his bat. This time it's just spooned in the air. Cover will take the catch. So Vivek did try his best, but it's been a laboured stay really. 25 balls for his 29 as the Nellai Royal Kings get their second breakthrough.
Was nowhere close to the ball. Bat going off his hand. No power into the shot. Easy catch taken by Atish. Trouble stay for him. Vivek gone for 29. SKMSS 62 for 2.
Oh, cracked him in front there. He's been given out after deliveries of staying quiet there, and they're waiting to see if they want to go up.
Well, Bhupati was quite happy to walk back till Hari Nishant called him and said that I think we might want to refer this, and eventually they have gone. Bhupati thought he was dead and buried there. They've gone up for the IOB DRS.
Ball tracking coming up. Original decision is out. Pitching outside of. Impact in line. Wickets umpire's call. Srinath, you can stay with your out decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen. On screen, please signal out.
And Srinath got it right. It was cannoning on to the leg stump. Only just. And that's why perhaps Bhupati was happy to walk. But he shakes his head as he can no longer contribute. So Yudhishwan strikes. 1 for 8 for him. 73 for 3.
Started off a little edgy there, but he gets a 4 for it.
Well, he does. And I wonder if the wicketkeeper was moving the wrong way.
Slogs over in between a couple of fielders there and messes up the communication. We've got a run out here. So there were 2-3 ways of getting out, and he's gotten out at the third possible way.
That is, I mean, I don't know what to say. Very poor cricket. The 2 was on for sure. There was a lot of hesitation though. And he's like not even in the frame. Very, very late. What have you done, Harish Kumar? He will walk back, doing no more damage. Hari Nishant, beg your pardon. 36 fine runs, trying to keep his team in the hunt, but no longer as the 4th wicket goes down for 80 runs. Salem in trouble. You won the toss, that's in the gap, and you chose to bat. That's what we need from you. Played it late, Ishwar. That's a fine shot.
Goes over. Good effort by the fielder to get it in, but I would reckon he got some bits of him on the rope as he touched the ball to stop that lofted shot that Ishwar struck.
What happens when he touches the ball? And is that toe still scraping the boundary protector? The boundary protector, it probably is, but what a great attempt nevertheless. And I'm afraid that will be declared a 6. So
Wide and absolutely slashed it for to the ropes. What a shot. Quick like a Shriram, instant goal loan that one, and that
Hasn't gone where he intended for it to, but will nevertheless be a boundary. That 4 has worked magic, much like Shriram working Capital's loan. A big appeal there. The leg stump was exposed. The umpire Srinath takes his time. Nellai have 1 referral left. Will they opt for the IOB DRS? Hrithik Ishwaran will be the man they will turn to, and they have taken the review.
Original decision is not out. Pitching outside of. Impact is in line. Wickets hitting. Srinath, you need to change your decision to out. I'll let you know when you're on screen. On screen, please reverse and signal out.
Confirmation that umpire Srinath has to reverse his decision. Well, NS Harish has snagged the big fish, his namesake Harish Kumar, who has to walk back to the dugout for 12 of 9 deliveries. The SKM Salem Spartans 107 for 5. He certainly did give the ball a great bit of thumping there. He heard you all right, Suhas. It's a maximum that's come after 17 deliveries there. M. Ishwar deciding that enough. He slams it back past the bowler. Absolutely no chance in the follow through. Yudhishwaran brought long off up
Goes for the slow ball, slices it. That's Karthik Manikandan. But unfortunately for him, finds the fielder in the deep. Yudhishwaran making no mistake. And Emmanuel Chirian strikes off his very first delivery.
Not for the lack of effort, but Yudhishwaran was positioned exactly for that shot. Picked him out so perfectly. Brings an end to Karthik Manikandan's innings. 11 of 13, 133 for 6.
Had to go for the full delivery. Long on, will be in business. And the captain, Sonu Yadav, makes no mistake there. Emmanuel Chirian picks up his third wicket. And it was planned to perfection with the right field and the right fielder.
In the mid-120s once again. Not from the best part of the bat. And captain Sonu Yadav, cool, calm, collected underneath. A sigh of relief for the keeper, Hrithik Ishwaran. Chirian cherishes his third. Ishwaran goes for 31, 134 for 7.
Goes for the pull. Fine leg is inside the circle, not hit with a lot of might. They will come back for the second. And Rahul Dev will be safe as SKM Salem Spartans finish off with spurts of momentum.
That's how it panned out with a bat in hand for SKM Salem Spartans, winning the toss and choosing to do so. 36 of 37 for Hari Nishant. Abhishek received a beauty first ball from Emmanuel Chirian. Then Vivek did get a start but couldn't continue, and those were the woes that continue for SKM Salem Spartans as they have throughout the tournament. The middle order slumped. 31 of 24 for Ishwaran, promising, but is that enough? Only time will tell. 140 for SKM Salem Spartans at the end of the allotted 20.
The Nellai Royal Kings deployed 6 bowlers and each of them came good on the night except for Sachin Rathi, who didn't bowl all too badly, but the pick of the bowlers undoubtedly was Emmanuel Chirian, who bowled a terrific spell up front and returned for another wicket in his last over. And as far as the target's concerned, the Nellai Royal Kings need 141 in 20 overs. The chase will be on the other side of this.
There's the confirmation. 141 is the magical number thereafter. And the required rate in the beginning would be a humble 7.05. Will they be able to get there on a surface that's assisting a little bit to the spinners? Yes. But the bat is doing the talking mostly. Out walk the two openers. Santosh, Atish. And joined by Mr. Charu Sharma in the comm box. Welcome.
Thank you, Sohas. The bowlers have done all the hard work for Nellai, making the batsmen realize that it's an easy chase.
First ball of the run chase. Stupendous effort. You need something to keep the fielders buzzing. That will. Game of very fine margins indeed. He parried that to the boundary rope. Rahul Dev cannot believe it. It generated the edge. This time, not a single fielder in sight. Ends the over with a couple of boundaries. 13 for no loss. Something similar this time around as well. And it's going to trickle to the fence. Uday Kumar, he cannot believe it, but he has only himself to blame.
What are you giving us the teapot for, Uday Kumar?
Puts that away in style. That's traveled the distance all right. A Gillette smooth shot, the best a man can get. Over the infield. That'll crash to the fence. What a shot. That's got height and it's also growing wings. It will be 6. In the slot. And that means good luck, Rahul Dev. Round the wicket. but it's got to go around the same area, that's for sure. Santosh is only seeing the gaps. Somebody shake him up and tell him there are fielders there too. Exquisitely timed, wonderfully placed. Santosh collects another boundary.
Now Santosh has just begun toying with the bowling.
Swivels to great perfection as well. Magical from Atish. More problems for Salem. Now both the batters have started to fire. 50 comes up for the Nellai Royal Kings. Short delivery and gets the treatment. Atish has started his 6 hitting spree.
Lots of smiles in the Nellai camp.
That line's not going to help. This is a freebie. And Atish is too good to ignore any gift whatsoever. Through the offside. Fielder still unchallenged. And I trust him to smack a 4 like that, just like Shriram chits. Mighty and meaty. 6 all the way. 6-4, 4-6. Which country is he dialing? 20 already.
Wow.
And now Santosh just extending that strike rate with that hit down the ground for 4. That 4 has worked magic, like Shriram working capital loan. How do they stop the flow of runs, Ajay?
It's coming down the track. That's a mighty shot. What a strike that one. That's gone the distance. Sharp lines, clean finish, and ready for another big performance. The Gillette dugout has done its job again.
Smashed through the offside, carted away for 4. Santosh gets to a half century. The talented young southpaw has made an impression here at Chepauk, and it's been an eye-catching innings. This time trying to take on long off. The fielder comes in, takes the catch. So he got to his milestone and then got out. But it's been a truly attractive innings by the young man Santosh. A 23-ball half century, got out of his 24th delivery, and he's taken Nellai Royal Kings to a position of great strength.
Yeah, just waiting his pace on the occasion. Yep, and just tossing it up, didn't get hold of that one. The badge is turning in his hand and he strikes. The first wicket to fall. Man out, Santosh batted well, getting to his 50 of 24, 96 for 1.
Bowled him. Sonu Yadav was just wanting to go for the charge. He promoted himself to number 3. And you missed, buddy, and I hit, says Rahil Shah.
Yeah, playing all over that one. He comes in, he strikes, just mentioning about that delivery, the straightening after pitching. He's looking to play that big shot. He's delighted. 91.4, the ball speed there. Sonu Yadav couldn't do much, out for 1. 99 for 2.
.50 to SR Atish, and it's been an innings that he will remember. Coming in at Chepauk, the Nellai Royal Kings needed a powerful start, and he's provided that. Gets to his milestone. A stylish innings, really.
Batted really well. Batted with a lot of authority, with a calming influence. SR Atish, just the way he's gone about. 50 or 27. There was a noise, and the finger is up. The finger is up. Quicker delivery, trying to cut that one. Another set batter, he buys the dust. He's walking back, Yappan, once again he strikes. The second wicket for him.
Well, both openers 50 and out. Almost immediately. Look at that. He was just trying to drive that a little back of a length. Yeah, he's got that thick edge, and it's a good catch behind the stumps by Ishwar. Never easy. Ayappan gets the wicket that he wanted. Something to celebrate for the SKM Salem Spartans, as they've gotten rid of Atish after a well-made 50 of 29, 105 for 3.
absolute pleasure.
Skied that one, and it's out. Hrithik Ishwaran, little ambitious. The fielder doesn't believe it. Ganesh doesn't believe it.
The change up from Rahul Shah. He was going for the leg spinner, but also the short delivery. Hrithik Ishwar not quite expecting it, and Bhupati Vaishnakumar in the deep watched it well into his hands. A good catch in the end. He's ecstatic and excited about that change up, Rahul Shah. Hrithik Ishwar goes early for 4, 107 for 4 in RK.
Hoik that one across. Over mid-wicket for a fantastic shot there to try and get a move on. Another stunning 6. Spoke too soon, Sheps. We spoke too soon. That's what Rahil can do. Castled Ajitesh, who was looking like the better of the two out there.
It's all about that length, fuller length, right on the stumps. Look at the speed of the delivery too. Less than 90 kilometers per hour, so Ajitesh had to time that downswing to perfection, which he could not. He goes for 12 off 822 with half the side out.
The reason I ask you this, even as Harish cuts that to the ropes for a beautifully driven 4. Shriram's instant two-wheeler loans just like that.
Tossed up, straight down the ground, drilled for 4, and now just 2 runs away, the Nellai Royal Kings. 1 to win, 5 inside the circle. Uday Kumar is an optimist, but that's a smacking shot to bring up the winning runs. Back over length, and Harish pulls out the Nataraj shot and takes Nellai Royal Kings through to a comprehensive victory. It could have been easier, but they've got the job done today, Nellai.
In divine fashion, you mentioned the Nataraj shot. That was certainly that. Off the hips, a little bit of a swivel, and he's a big boy, Harish. He's played a couple of decent knocks, can also bowl really well. Big asset for Nellai, and he ensures that they get there without much trouble, except for that wobble in the middle when the spinners picked up all the wickets. But Nellai were always favourites, getting Salem out for just 140 in their 20 overs. And I really thought they might have given themselves a bit of a challenge today. Can we get there with all 10 wickets? Can we get there with only the openers? There was that collapse, and they will probably have a team meeting. Not too much in terms of criticism, but we really shouldn't have done that. We've got to be careful in the future. But you have to feel for Salem.
This is how this batting lineup looked like.
Both got the 50s. At the start of the game when I was in commentary, I said, Santosh, Atish, get your 50s. I didn't mean exactly 50, but that's where they ended. By 50s, I meant go all the way to 140 and change and give us a 10-wicket win, but it was rather poor in the middle thereafter. And Harish and Muklesh ensured that there was no real trouble towards the end.
The only 2 successful bowlers, the left-arm spinners, Ayyappan with 2 for 30 and Rahil Shah with 3 for 13. However, no joy for any of the other bowlers, and I wonder what their skipper, Abhishek, has to think about it. This was the 6th defeat on the trot for him in TNPL 2026. This is how things panned out. Salem Spartans winning the toss, opting to bat, and they were in trouble early on. There was some outstanding bowling, especially from Emmanuel Cherian with the new ball, and Yudhishwaran also joining in the fun. A bit of a late charge from Ishwar, and with some support from Vivek and the likes of Hari Nishant right on top, just taking them through to 140 for 7. But Charu, in all honesty, it never seemed enough. It was at least 20 or 30 short.